So I think we are more or less complete. So let's continue. I'm calling for our next speaker, Dr. Banashri Sinha. Dr. Banashri has received a PhD in environmental engineering and in management with the AIT, the Asian Institute for Technology, the famous university here on the spot in Thailand. And Dr. Banashri is presently working in a KOICA funded project on development of eco-efficient water infrastructure in Asia and the Pacific with SCAP, UNESCAP. Prior to this, she has been associated for 4 years on a project related to the eco-efficient ways for wastewater treatment. And that was also the issue of her PhD. She has a PhD related to innovative technique for wastewater treatment for the removal of nitrogen in a sustainable way. So please, Dr. Banashri, the floor is free.
Good morning everyone present here and the online viewers also. I would like to thank Dr. King, Dr. Bhatt, Mr. Darren for giving me an opportunity today to share my ideas on development of eco-efficient water infrastructure, a path to sustainability. In the next 20 minutes or so, I would touch upon water status, challenges, meeting the challenges. Okay, back again. In the next 20 minutes or so, I would be presenting or touching upon water status, challenges, meeting the challenges, policy guidelines that we have developed, some examples and key developments. Coming to status, 50% is the number of people who don't have access to the quality of life, quality of water available to the citizens of Rome some 2000 years ago. This is the Aral Sea, a source of water, a glistening water body, but now a dry graveyard of rusting shipwrecks, having lost more than 2/3 of its volume to human activity. 40 billion, the number of hours spent each year in Africa to collect and haul water. Kenyan villagers on a low-lying Pat Island collecting brackish drinking water from small holes in the sand. 5.3 billion, the number of people, almost 2/3 of the water population, who will suffer from water shortages by 2025. 1.1 billion, number of people, almost 1 in every 6, without access to clean water. And this is because more than 80% of the sewage in developing countries is discharged untreated into receiving water bodies. On the other hand, the recent surge of floods in India, Pakistan, Indonesia, and even in Thailand. So what is the problem? Too little water or too much water? Temperature rise, heavy rainfall, extreme weather, sea level rise, and the list is on with too many problems. This calls for a picking at the future to realize the unmatched gap between present economic system and reality. It was known that income is labor and capital, but as pointed out before, the new reality is neither labor nor capital are scarce. Weaving through today's theme lens, the problem lies in the developmental paradigm of grow fast and clean up later. This is the period of ecological and resources crisis, as was pointed out by Dr. Stefanos before. Air and water are no longer free goods. We have to value ecosystem services and develop eco-efficiency. Eco-efficiency. It is a strategic concept to achieve sustainable development, a policy option for countries to achieve MDG 1 and MDG 7. Coming to eco-efficient water infrastructure, in simple words, It is to maximize the efficiency of water infrastructure within ecosystem. Yet, application of eco-efficiency to water infrastructure is not that simple. It is imperative to deal with the non-physical and physical dimensions which adapt to sustainable processes of design, construction, operation and maintenance with less environmental impacts. Eco-efficient water infrastructure approach highlight integrated planning based on knowledge of water cycle, decentralized approaches, demand management, design and IT technology for water reuse and recycling, public-private cooperation, application of good practices, and active participation of stakeholders, emphasizing the promotion of innovation and a paradigm shift from market-based economy to a more holistic strategy based on multiple objectives and scales within the framework of protecting ecosystem services and services to humanity. Thinking graphically, eco-efficiency will be somewhere here, in between social willingness to trade off environmental quality for economic benefit and possible combination of economic growth and environmental quality. Said so, we have to meet the challenges. Low investment. There has been a gap between long-term benefits and short-term cost. Centralized supply focused on physical infrastructure, eco-efficient technology and design, demand-side management, weak infant water industry, and weak integrated planning with other infrastructures. For this, we need to face these challenges. We need political will, technology, and finance. Coming to where can we integrate eco-efficient water infrastructure? The initial that what we had done was to integrate with water sensitive urban design. This concept was created in 1994. It's a new approach to urban planning and design based on the premise that traditional water supply, sewerage disposal and drainage practices cannot be sustained in the long run. It has been a multi-objective approach and integrates land use planning with environmental engineering design and ecological protection. There is a reduction in demand for water, minimize discharges of wastewater, thereby protecting natural systems, treating stormwater for use in settlements or for discharge to receiving environments. Thereby, it adds value while minimizing infrastructure cost. They preserve the natural hydrological regime of catchments and waterways. Some cases: greening roof, management of stormwater in green area, for example here, management of non-point pollutions in the roads, as well as management of non-point pollutions in parking lot. Wastewater treatment. The new term has been initiated by ADB. This is an era of wastewater revolution. There are many promising designs and new technologies which are based on decentralization, for example, modular installations, a mosaic of methods. Wastewater is collected and treated to be reused. Eco-efficiency, to some extent, is centered around the percentage of water reuse, creating less environmental impact. Stormwater management. Stormwater was considered to be a waste. Stormwater management is the idea to convert the waste to resources.